In a Senate hearing that's got everyone buzzing right now, Senator John Kennedy didn't waste a single second.
Unfortunately, the United States economy has experienced substantial inflation. Is that correct? Yes, sir. And
Yes, sir.
that inflation is man-made, is it not?
Any inflation is man-made, sir.
And that man's name is Joe Biden, is it not?
Cannot answer that, sir.
Okay. Since President Biden took office, average electricity prices in the United States are up 29.4%, are they not?
I'll have to check the data and get back to you on that, sir.
And isn't it true that electricity prices have increased under President Biden, have increased 13 times faster than the previous 7 years?
I'll have to check the data, sir.
Okay. And the National Energy Assistant Directors Association.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Cohen, let me start with you. I think I'm going to ask a few questions. I think these are yes or no or I don't know questions. Last 3 years, unfortunately, the United States economy has experienced substantial inflation. Is that correct? And
Yes, sir.
that inflation is man-made, is it not?
Any inflation is man-made, sir.
And that man's name is Joe Biden, is it not?
Cannot answer that, sir.
Okay. Since President Biden took office, average electricity prices in the United States are up 29.4%, are they not?
I'll have to check the data and get back to you on that, sir.
And isn't it true that electricity prices have increased under President Biden, have increased 13 times faster than the previous 7 years?
I'll have to check the data, sir.
Okay. And the National Energy Assistant Directors Association. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I've checked them out. They're a reputable group. They say that the average United States electricity bill will go up 10% this year and 10% next year. Is that correct?
Again, I'm not familiar with the data, but I can point out, sir, that in Europe,
I'm not interested in
in
Europe.
Europe, prices are 2.5% to 3% higher.
I'm interested in our people right now who are having to,
Our people have,
who are having to sell blood in order to pay their electricity bill.
goodness.
A substantial portion of this inflation in electricity, up 30% since President Biden took office, is directly related to his energy policies. Is it not?
Energy prices fluctuate based on supply and demand of all sources of energy, yes.
I think it has nothing. Is that a yes or no?
It's a very complicated economic
I
question.
understand. Give me an answer. Did President Biden's policies contribute to the inflation or didn't they?
Both Republican and Democratic administrations infuse the economy with trillions of dollars, which contributes to the inflation, yes.
I don't believe any Republicans voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well, I do. $1.2 trillion, Green New Deal. No Republicans voted for it. You want to amend your answer?
I'll amend my answer that under President Trump and under President Biden, trillions of dollars were infused into the economy
under Trump,
and contributed
went
to
up 5%
inflation.
over 4 years, and under Biden they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Say again, under Trump, please.
Under Trump, electricity prices went up 5%. Under Biden, they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Clearly, lower rise in electricity prices better.
All right.
However,
Dr. Suprin, let me ask you a couple of questions.
okay.
You're here at the request of my Democratic colleagues?
No, sir.
No, Dr. Suprin.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Dr. Suprin, on December 14, 2023, you tweeted in support of climate defiance. That's an entity that the Brookings Institute has called a radical climate change group. Is that correct?
I don't recall, I'm afraid.
Okay, would this be the same climate defiance that I'm looking at your tweet, you tweeted in support of them. Would this be the same climate defiance that called Senator Joe Biden, quote, a sick fuck?
I don't know, but as I
Would this
mentioned
be
in my-
the same climate defiance that called Senator Lisa Murkowski a murderer?
I do not know. As I said in my statement...
Would this be the same climate defiance who told the CEO of Exxon to, quote, eat shit, Darren, close quote?
I'm not responsible for the statements of other
Nice
people.
group you're
and I also
hanging
do not know
around
the
with,
answer.
Doc. Here's what your tweet says, quote, we do, in support of climate defiance, we do not do online petitions. We do not do NGO coalition letters. We do not do fucking bus stop ads. We chase fossil fuel CEOs and the politicians who do their bidding, and we do not apologize, close quote. Did I read that correctly?
That is not my tweet, sir.
That is your tweet. I'm looking
I
at
believe
it.
this is it.
Here's a copy right here. It's right off your website, Biggest Dallas. On
I'm almost
October
certain that that is not
31,
my tweet, sir.
2023, you said this on Twitter. Quote, climate justice was coined by our movements to locate it as a struggle against genocidal racial injustice, colonialism, and apartheid. If your climate justice doesn't stand with the Palestinians against colonialism and apartheid, then your climate justice has no justice in it, close quote. Did you say that?
I believe not.
Here it is, bigger than
may
Dallas.
I please see the documents?
Yes, sir, and the witnesses' documents there.
May I please
And the
point out that
senators,
this form
the
of...
senator's time has expired, and there are other senators waiting.
I've got a bunch more tweets. Thank you for your objective advice,
I'm sure you
Doc.
do. You can put them into a question for the record, and
Yes,
they'll
I'd
have
like to
unres-
submit
reply.
all of the good doctors' objective tweets and scientific analysis for the record.
That
Thank
will
you.
be done without objection. Senator Merkley,
May I clarify one final point?
proceed.
These are not my tweets. These are retweets. It's an important
Oh, you
contradiction.
often retweet stuff you don't support? Is that what you're telling me, Doc?
I did not say that I don't support this. I simply did not tweet it, which, as you were
But you
alleging.
retweeted them,
I'd like
didn't
to
you?
make very clear that this form
You
of character
retweeted them,
assassination
didn't
is
you?
characteristic of the propaganda techniques
You
of fossil fuel interest.
retweeted
Senator
it,
Merkley.
didn't you?
Thank you.
Are you going to call me a sick fuck?
It's Senator Merkley's time.
His questions, straight to the jugular. No dodging, no ambiguity, no escape hatch. What started as a routine debate over inflation and skyrocketing energy bills quickly turned into a full-on showdown about public statements, credibility, and some pretty explosive climate activism. Kennedy came out swinging. Inflation? It's up, and everybody knows it. The real gut punch question, is it man-made? And are President Biden's policies the one to blame? He drops the receipts, electricity prices sharply higher since Biden took office. Dr. Jeffrey Suprin tries to spin the complexity, but Kennedy shuts it down fast. Is a 5% increase better than 30%? Dr. Suprin has to admit, yeah, lower is better. Kennedy's bottom line hits home. Regular, hard-working Americans are feeling the pain every month on their bills, and policy decisions have real-life consequences, not just theories. But then, things got really tense. Kennedy pulls up Dr. Suprin's social media, specifically those retweets tied to climate defiance, a group many call outright radical. He reads the inflammatory posts out loud, targeting politicians, targeting company execs with aggressive language. Dr. Suprin pushes back. They were just retweets, not my original posts. But Kennedy presses the killer question, is sharing the message the same as owning it? The room heats up. The highlight, Kennedy quotes a post about aggressive tactics against fossil fuel executives, and asks point blank, did I read that correctly? Dr. Suprin insists it wasn't his words, but the clock's ticking, the chairman cuts it off, and the tension just hangs there. In the end, this wasn't just policy wonkery, it was about character. Kennedy's argument is crystal clear. If you're showing up to advise lawmakers on energy and climate, you better be transparent about what you promote, even if it's just a retweet. Critics call it unfair. Supporters call it holding power to account finally. At its core, this hearing laid bare the national divide we're all living through, skyrocketing energy bills versus urgent climate action, immediate economic pain versus long-term change. Senator Kennedy didn't let up for a second, demanding clarity, demanding accountability, in a world where every single post can ignite a firestorm. Moments like this matter. If you want more no-holds-barred breakdowns of the hearings, and debates that actually shape our future, hit subscribe right now. I'll keep delivering them straight. No spin, no fluff. What do you think? Did Kennedy land the knockout blow, or did Suprin hold his ground? Drop your take in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going.